All right. Boy, I'd be surprised if it's just the 3 of us, 4 of us. Well, I'll go ahead and let you know what we're doing. This morning is 90 seconds on. What do you need? Yeah, the family is also lurking off camera here. So there's really 8 of us. So we're going 90 seconds on, 30 seconds off. And so the 90 seconds is going to be split between 2 different exercises. So in the first pair, we're going to do the pair 5 times. And so the first pair is alternating reverse lunge, right? So we're stepping backwards just with reversing or alternating feet. I'm trying to get my camera to like me more than the light behind me. There we go. So we're just stepping backwards, 1 foot, then the other. And we'll hold or we'll do that for 45 seconds. And then right into a plank position for 45 seconds. So we're down onto either elbows, or you can do that plank from a push-up position, whichever you prefer. You know what? I'm going to move the camera over here, so that you guys can see what's going on. I don't know if that's better or not, but either way. Cooper, time to dial it in here, sister. All right, so we're going to go through that 5 times, and then we'll take that 30 seconds rest, and we'll get into the next pair. The next pair is a kettlebell clean. You can also do this with a dumbbell if that's what you have. You would just hold the dumbbell vertically and kind of go down and tap the end of the dumbbell to the floor. But if you have a kettlebell, it'll go down to the floor, tap, and then pull from the floor all the way up and kind of catch it up top. If you're using a dumbbell, you would just hold the one end of it, tap the other end to the floor, and then come up and switch. If you're not comfortable switching your hands, then it can just be kind of a high pull, right? So if you don't like the idea of letting go for that second and catching, you can just turn it into a high pull where you just kind of, it's like a big upright row where it comes from the floor. You're here, and then you pull up instead of flipping your hands around at the top. So that's kettlebell clean. And then alternating side planks, you can do those from with a straight arm. You go to the push-up position and then roll to the other side, or you can do those from your elbow, either one. Okay, so that's in the second pair. So we're really only doing 4 exercises today, and just going a little bit longer with it. Okay, so let's finish up on the roller here. Can you use that if you want? As always, making sure that we've rolled over and gotten the front of your thighs. So we'll take, I guess, 30 more seconds. "15 seconds. Make sure you get to whatever you need to get to. And good, okay. Let's actually start off on the roller today, on top of the roller. So we're gonna sit at one end, sit on one end of the roller, put your spine along the roller. If you don't have one, that's okay. You can also do this on the floor, but you're gonna sit at one end and then put your spine along the roller so that you're laying on top of it. Right, from here we'll go palms up towards the ceiling and reaching up, trying to keep those hands and arms as close to the floor as you can, while also keeping your spine glued to the roller. We reach up, Keeping those hands nice and close. You should feel a big stretch through your chest. And good. Let's go to a floor slide now. So again, keeping your spine glued to the roller. You're going to slide your elbows down toward your back pockets. And we reach up into the letter Y. You slide down, reach up. And good. From there, let's roll over onto your side. Curl those knees up. And then we're going to open up. So you're laying on your side, fingertips together, open up, chest towards the ceiling. Yep. You guys got it there. Okay, let's roll over, switch to the other side. There you go, I guess that's better. Make your knees up a little bit more, Coop. Make sure knees are up even with your waistband. And good. Okay. From there, let's roll over to all fours. You're going to put one leg out to the side for a grind stretch. And so we're here, all fours, one leg out to the side. And then we'll rock forward and backward. So as you rock forward and backward, it should change the stretch just a little bit. And switch to the other side. And good. Okay, from there we'll go pigeon stretch. So one foot's gonna go, or bringing one leg across in front of you from that push-up position. So we bring one leg up and across, kind of sitting on the outside of your shin, and we square your hips up so that your belly button's pointing down at the floor, not turned out to the side. Should be getting a stretch in your hip, back by your outside pocket there. And we switch sides. Make sure we're breathing into these stretches. So every time we hold a stretch, you should be able to control your breath. Take a nice deep breath in through your nose and out through your mouth. Deb, I heard an interesting fact the other day that I can confirm with you. It's a book about breathing. And the book stated that the most common cause of cavities is mouth breathing, or the most commonly correlated thing with cavities is mouth breathing. Do we think that's true?
I don't
I'm
know.
a mouth breather. I'm a mouth breather.
But
a few.
I don't know. So they were talking about nasal breathing and the benefits of that versus mouth breathing. So I don't know where they came up with that stat.
I wonder if it's more of a correlation than a cause.
Right. Yeah. So I guess that's what I should have said. Just a highly correlated.
It's interesting because that's exactly what my dentist told me.
That's exactly what.
What my dentist told me.
Really?
Is it?
Yeah. When I do a lot of running and I've got my mouth open, there's a lot more plaque that builds up on the bottom row of your teeth. And she says, have you been running a lot in the last 6 months? Yep, I can see that.
Whoa, that's crazy.
Yeah,
Okay, so plaque doesn't cause cavities necessarily, though. That would cause periodontal disease.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, it's interesting.
I'll have to look into that a little bit.
Maybe I heard something and
I'll look into that. It's interesting.
yeah. So anyway, try to breathe through your nose as much as possible is the moral of the story.
Okay.
Let's go ahead and stand it up. And we'll get moving here. We're going to step out to the side and forward. So we're going to do a little lateral lunge. So we step out and then forward. Step out and then forward. And switch it up. Step forward and out, switching legs. I'm going to keep one leg glued to the floor. And good. All right, last one. We're going to give your knee a hug, give your shin a hug, and we tip over. Try to balance on that one foot the whole time. And we switch sides. And good. All right, we're ready to go here. I'll give us the halfway call, or I'll keep us updated on the time as we go through. But I'll definitely call halfway because at that 45-second mark, that's when we're going to be changing exercises. Okay, so the first pair, we're going to go through 5 times. Alternating reverse lunge for 45 seconds. And then plank for 45 seconds, and then rest for 30 seconds. Okay, we'll do 5 rounds. All right, so have your weight handy. I'm going to go in about 10 seconds. 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1, and here we go. 45 seconds of reverse lunges, just stepping back with one leg and then the other. Easiest way is going to be to hold the weight up under your chin. Okay, if that's an issue, you can hold it down to a side. We're about halfway through. You do just end up kind of having to switch hands. 15 seconds left for the lunges. Right at that 45-second mark, we're going to go down to a plank position. 3 seconds, 2, 1, and plank. Here we go. You can either do a high plank where your arms are straight, we're holding that push-up position, or you can go down to your elbows. Got 30 seconds left to hold the plank. Your weight should be spread out evenly so that your feet aren't slipping out. If your feet are slipping out behind you, you know you got to bring your elbows under your chest more. 10 seconds left. 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1, and relax. Could we rest for 30 seconds?
Does that mouth breathe more?
I guess with all the sunshine coming in here, I should not have worn a shirt that almost matches the carpet. It's not really picking me up too well. Okay, 10 seconds. We're back up to the top for lunges. If you can hold that weight up under your chin, that's probably the best. Otherwise, you can hold it down to the side. Ready? And here we go. 45 seconds of reverse lunges. About halfway. 10 seconds. 3 seconds, 2, 1, and plank position. Here we go. So your heart rate's going to be up, right, which makes breathing and planking at the same time a little more challenging. We've got to find a way to breathe and be stable at the same time. Twenty seconds left. Whether you're high or low plank, make sure you keep your face away from the floor. We're pulling that head back towards the ceiling. 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1, rest. Okay, that's round 2. Fifteen seconds left to rest. All right, 5 seconds. Back up to the alternating reverse lunge in 2, 1, and off we go. So we got 45 seconds here. Whichever way you're holding the weight, make sure your upper body stays nice and tall. Working that knee all the way back down towards the ground. About halfway. Ten seconds left. Three, 2, 1, and plank position. Here we go. Keeping that tailbone tucked under. All right, so don't let your tailbone or your butt float up towards the ceiling. If it helps to think about pulling your belly button up. And then keeping that double chin so that the back of your head is up towards the ceiling. 15 seconds left. 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1, and rest. Good job. 2 rounds to go. Fifteen seconds left to rest. Back to reverse lunges. 5 seconds. 2, 1, and here we go for round 4. About halfway. Seconds. 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1, and plank. Think about stretching out as long as you possibly can from the top of your head back to your heels. Keeping that line nice and long. Fifteen seconds left. 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1, and rest. Okay. Last round. Then we're going to take our 30 seconds rest and get right into the next round to keep our total time to 20 minutes of work. 20 minutes of work. Okay, 10 seconds left to rest. Okay, reverse lunges in 2, 1, and here we go. Keeping that front foot nice and flat on the ground. Shouldn't be rocking up into the ball of your foot. And we want your whole foot to press down into the ground to stand you back up. "15 seconds left. Five seconds. 2, 1, and the last plank. Here we go. "30 seconds left. "15. 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1, and rest. All right, nice job, guys. We're through that group. We've got 5 sets. In the next pair, we call it a day. All right, so we've got that kettlebell clean. If you're not able to go to the floor, like if it feels like you're doing too much with your back to go to the floor, just take it a little bit lower and we pop that weight up, okay? Sort of like a deadlift where you just pull it all the way up under your chin. 3 seconds, 2, 1, and here we go. Pull that weight all the way up to catch, down for a little squat. A little over halfway. You can play around with it. Maybe it feels better for you when your legs are bent. Maybe it feels better for you when your legs are straighter. Okay, however you pull that weight from the floor. 5 seconds, then we go to alternating side planks. And here we go. So we're just rolling side to side. Should end up with everything stacked up on top of your elbow. Shoulders are stacked right up. We roll over. 30 seconds left. Try to make everything roll together. Right, so your hips shouldn't get there before your shoulders do. 10 seconds left. 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1, and rest. Anything you guys want to talk through on the cleans? No issues? Like I said, you can always shorten the range of motion. So instead of going from the floor, you just go from here. And it almost turns into a little bit of a kettlebell swing. Okay, 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1. And here we go. Round 2, back to the cleans. Make sure whenever you set that weight down that it's right in between your ankles. The closer to your center of gravity you can get that weight, the less stress is on your back. Halfway. 15 seconds left. 5 seconds. 2, 1, and switch it up over to side planks. "25 seconds left. Okay, 10 seconds. Everything moving together. 5, 2, 1, and rest. Round 2 down. Okay, 15 seconds left to rest. All right, 5 seconds. We're back to the cleans. 2, 1, and here we go.
Right on your head up, I think.
About halfway.
Now his head's up. Your head's up. Look at the ground.
15 seconds. Five seconds left. 2, 1, and side plank. Here we go. You can alternate at your pace. Okay, if you want to hold it for 5 or 10 and then roll over, it's up to you. Just really focus on keeping everything solid as you roll. You can also do this with straight arms. 20 seconds left. Ten seconds. 5, 2, 1, and rest. Okay, that was round 3. 2 rounds to go. Ten seconds left. Okay, in 3, 2, 1, and here we go. Back to the cleans.
Forward if you want.
That's it.
Make sure we're getting up nice and tall. So at the top, you should be holding with good posture. 20 seconds left. Ten seconds. Remember that weight's going to touch the ground in between your ankles. 2, 1, and side planks. Here we go. Seconds left. Ten seconds. 3 seconds. 2, 1, rest. All right, last round coming up. Ready for those cleans? Every time you do a clean, the most important thing is that everything feels like it's sharing the load. You shouldn't feel a lot of pressure or anything in your back. You should feel like your legs or your whole body are doing the work. 3 seconds, 2, 1, and back to cleans. Here we go. Last time. So if it helps you to start pulling kind of slowly off the floor, just to make sure everything feels right, and then we pop it up at the top. You can do that. Usually if you're making sure form is good, it's better to just pull a little bit of the weight off the floor. And then once you get into that position where you can pull a little bit harder, then you pull faster. 10 seconds left. Three, 2, 1, and side planks. Here we go. Last round. 40 seconds of work left. Twenty seconds. Ten seconds. 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1, and rest. Take our 30 seconds. Ten seconds left to bring the breath back down.
You're
Two.
going again.
I was ready to go again.
Okay, how do you guys feel?
Good.
Good.
Sweaty.
Sweaty, same.
Yeah.
Must just be really hot in here. No, that was good. So lots of big movements there. I like the combination of working, like getting your heart rate up and then having to stabilize.
Mhm.
Because ultimately that's kind of when, if you think about it, if you're doing whatever activity you're doing, whether it's a sport or moving the ladder around or whatever it is, once you get winded, you still got to be able to be strong through your core and protect your back and all of that. So that's where the value comes in there. So you guys have an awesome weekend. Maybe we'll see you tomorrow for the recovery session. If not, we'll see you next week. Have a good one. Enjoy the sunshine.
Okay. I'll look
Thanks.
into that stuff too. I
Yeah.
agree with the tartar buildup, but not necessarily the cavity. So I'll look into that though.
Okay.
You can use me as the experiment. I'm the mouth breather, so.
Okay.
See you guys.
Thanks.
Bye,
Bye.
guys.
Bye.